It'd be pretty homophobic if they canceled this.
Welcome to season 2 of Dímelo, a series from GLAAD where we'll be talking to queer comedians from across the Latina community to tackle tired tropes and media stereotypes head on, all while asking them to share their hottest takes, messiest anecdotes, and most chaotic creative choices. I'm your host, Gabe González, and our guest today is an Afro-Dominican comedian, writer, actor, and diva. You've seen her on shows like Russian Doll and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Most recently, she appeared in the film Dix the Musical, which you should definitely watch if you haven't seen already, and voiced Sun Spider in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That's range, folks. She's performed for Comedy Central, was part of JFL's New Faces in 2020. Please join me in welcoming the iconic Danielle Perez. Hi, how are you?
Oh my God, I'm incredible. That was quite an intro.
Honestly, it's your resume. I was like, you did that. I just had to read it. You know what I mean? There were like 8 other credits we had to take out because it was too long.
Oh my God, can we talk? Are we allowed to talk about the pilot that we shot?
Yes.
A year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago.
We shot a pilot in Puerto Rico. We shot a half-hour comedy in a week.
In a week, folks. We were up late. It was crazy.
You knew everyone in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, that girl with the wheelchair. That one singular girl in the wheelchair just like rocking and rolling on the cobblestone streets in Puerto Rico.
But this is our first time on camera together since then, which is awesome.
I love that, and this will air.
Oh, this will air.
I was told.
No streaming network can stop this from airing.
It'd be pretty homophobic if they canceled this.
2 years ago, during a Comedy Central set, you said, "We're in a pandemic and I am dating women now."
Yes.
Did COVID make you queer, and should we be exploring this side effect?
COVID didn't make me queer.
Shocking.
But you know what does make you gay?
I have a few ideas, but I'd love to know what helped you.
Going to brunch.
Oh, you are.
Engaging in brunch throughout all of my 20s. That really helped. I was like, I like this life, you know?
You get a mimosa, you get a drag queen up in there, a drag brunch, like that's a queer education.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Also, what like helps you be gay is like when your mom like literally went to art school for ceramics. So she's like always in like, you know, like a chambray and like arts and crafts earrings and is like always talking about going to the studio to create. And then you look at what she's created and it's all very vaginal.
So your mom radicalized you. I love that.
My mom radicalized me.
You started doing stand-up in 2014 after going to your first open mic. A cardinal rule of stand-up is that you're going to be bad at it before you get better. Do you remember any of your jokes from back then? And is there one where you were like, oh, that was an early joke. That wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, no, like never bombed. Literally, no. Like my first open mic, like I didn't even know what I was gonna talk about. I honestly thought I was there to watch.
You improvised at an open mic?
Yes.
Not everyone can do that.
No. That is like just like a girl who like has no idea like the pressure and like any of what she's getting herself into. Do you know what I mean? That's just like pure hubris.
Yes.
Like, you're just gonna fly and no one can tell you anything because you don't know any better. This place is the dregs. I get up there and I just like eat it, just like fully bomb. And then, but the thing is, instead of being like, oh my God, that was so embarrassing, I was like, how do I fix it, right? Like immediately I was like, I need to figure out how to make it funny. Because like I know I had the ability to do it. And so I was like, I can't wait to do this again.
That's what I love about it. I feel like when you bomb, it's like problem solving. It's like you know the pieces are there. You know you can do it. You're just like, how do I tweak it? And I kind of love that challenge.
Honey, I started in LA. I've been to venues that allow high school students to pursue stand-up. So I have seen people talking about Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm just like, live a life.
Relatable
babe.
content, yeah.
Please live a life.
Give me a little more life experience, yeah. I need the sting of adulthood to have like crushed your spirit a little bit before we can do stand-up.
It's like when you hear like a 16-year-old boy talk about like getting to second base, it's like, no.
When you hear a 45-year-old man do a my wife joke, that's even worse though, so yeah, truly.
Mayonnaise personally owes me a lot of money for the trauma it's inflicted on me.
Yeah.
Especially when I am at like an establishment and I ask for no mayo and then they put it on. And then I take a bite and then it ruins my whole day. I really cannot stand mayonnaise. It's nasty.
Okay.
It is Caucasian. And I, Afro-Latina.
I hate mayonnaise too, but I love it when it's mixed with ketchup. Puerto Ricans love mayo ketchup.
Oh my God, you guys put that on tostones, right?
It is literally served at tables at restaurants.
Okay,
it comes pre-mixed.
My roommates do that, and I'm like always so grossed out. Every time they do it, I'm like, I can't be in my kitchen. I'm not safe in my home. It's so upsetting.
See, this is why Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are at war.
I guess that's
think
the
we
beef.
discovered
That's where it all
why.
started.
It was mayonnaise. Not that, not mayonnaise. White people are always splitting us apart.
Oh my God, they really are.
They are.
It was colonialism all along.
According to USC Annenberg, since 2007, only 4.4% of leading roles in film were Latina characters, and less than 1%, or 8 actors total, were Afro-Latina. I think I know the answer, but does this surprise you?
I'm like, do I name them? I'm like, we got Coleman Domingo.
Yes. It's like Coleman, MJ Rodriguez, Gina Torres.
It's like, yeah, like people who have been on TV, which is great, and we love them, and we want them to keep working. But
We
also,
do, yeah.
we would also like jobs.
And that's the thing, there are a lot of Afro-Latino characters, or actors, but
Yeah.
what they're counting are characters. So it's like, in your experience, are you reading for a lot of Afro-Latino roles, or?
Right, I'm disabled, right? Honestly, I mostly go out for characters that are open to all ethnicities.
Oh, interesting.
Honestly.
Okay, yeah.
It's rare that I go out for Latina, and if I do get a part for Latina, a lot of times it's something that it's like, I'm not Mexican. You want a Mexican accent. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, even if I were to speak Spanish, like, it's not gonna sound, like, it's just the wrong kind of Latina.
But that's a really good point. I think it's like a really granular detail that you miss when you are telling Latino stories without Latino people. They're like,
Exactly.
so you could play a Mexican person, right? And I was like, I don't sound like one.
Right.
I'm gonna know that. Other Mexican people watching are gonna know that.
Yeah, people
Like,
that know are gonna know.
Yeah.
And it's that thing of like, if you are telling a specific story, you want people that like honor that, right? So it's like, we need to like greenlight like more like Afro-Latina stories, you know, that really like have full casts, the full range. I gotta be a lead.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
She's been supporting, which we
Yeah.
love. We love to support.
We do. But it's time to lead. Yeah. There are also very few speaking roles for Latinas in Hollywood, so at least you're talking. That's great. You know what I mean?
Wait, does like Lupita not talk in like A Quiet Place? I've never seen.
Well, it is called A Quiet Place.
I know,
so
like my understanding is that it's very hush-hush.
I don't think she can talk. I think that's kind of the basic premise of the movie, Danielle. Not Hollywood silencing another Latina. Like,
They love to do it.
it is time for a monologue. So your username on social media is Diva Deluxe. So inspired by that name, you're going to deliver a monologue today in the style of a diva on set. It can be a film set, a TV set, a difficult diva. And to help you deliver this monologue, you're going to pick a word out of our custom Dímelo coffee can. This word is full of stereotypes and tropes about queer and Latina people. So you're gonna pick one out.
Okay.
If you can.
Oh my God.
And this will inform the content of your, what word have you drawn?
Disposable income.
Ooh, do we have that? Do we have it? Queer people are supposed to. I don't know if we do. All right, Danielle, this is your monologue.
I didn't come to set being driven in a Bentley to come and have cantaloupe in my fruit tray. Do you know what I'm saying? I want a berry. And I don't mean a raspberry, a strawberry, a blueberry. I want an exotic berry, a gooseberry, a caperberry. I want something flown in from abroad. And I can't do my work. I cannot read these lines. I cannot be here participating in Snakes on a Plane 2 if I don't have what I need, okay? I said my green room needs to be eggshell. This is parchment. It makes me sick. I have had the premier interior designer come and participate and be part of this. And yet, I am surrounded by incompetence.
And scene. That was so beautiful.
Was
Thank
that
you.
beautiful?
That was incredible. That was great work. Look at you channeling your inner difficult diva.
Inner
I didn't know
difficult
you had it in you.
diva.
You're
Yeah.
so fun on set usually. Well, Danielle, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Dímelo. You've been an incredible guest. I'm so happy that you came to join us today.
Gabe, thank you for having me.
Appreciate
This was
it.
such a
Yes.
treat.
Absolutely. So before we let you go, could you let the audience know where they can find you online or see you next?
Oh my God. You can find me online at Diva Deluxe, notoriously. That is my screen name from when I had AOL. But I perform all over Los Angeles, and you can watch me on season 2 of The Night Agent on Netflix.
And you can follow me using the handle Gaybones, Gaybonez. If you'd like to check out more episodes of Dímelo from season 1 or season 2, you can check out GLAAD or LatiNation's social media channels. Thank you so much for checking out this episode and joining us today. We'll see you next time.